Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Polio Jr. And in today's video, I really just wanted to show you just so I'm upfront about this. This is not a get rich quick scheme whatsoever. This is really about how we can make a decent amount of money in a short period of time. Um, without having to invest too much money. So, and we're doing this by using different companies that offer a dividend. Now, I've gone over this in the past. If a company has a dividend, all that means is that they are giving you so much money back just for investing in the company. So, it doesn't matter however much you put into the company, they're going to give you a percentage back. So I look at a dividend like a savings account, essentially. So the money just sits there and it just keeps accruing interest and accruing interest. So what we're going to be looking at today are very high, um, very high dividend companies that pay monthly, and what we can do to um, invest in a short period of time, make some money, uh, and then pull out of the company. The other thing, and so that's the first part of it. But if we decide that, hey, we are actually making some decent money here, then we can just continue to reinvest in that same company. And I still really like the company Robinhood. Their application on the phone is so easy to use, and they offer all of that, like auto reinvesting and recurring investments and that kind of thing, like where you can put a certain amount of money in each week. So it's up to you whether or not you want to keep the dividend, or you want to, just cash out and just keep it for yourself. So, all right. So let's just get into it, and we're gonna keep this as simple as possible. So, what we're looking at right now is essentially just a real estate company called AGNC, who has an excellent track record. So we're basically just looking for pretty stable stocks. So we can see right now it's at $15.34, and that's as of 4:15 p.m. December 1st. So their stock price does not move too much whatsoever, and that's good. That's what we want. We don't want anything jumping up and down, going all over the place, because in that way, the more that means we don't have to worry about the share price, and the only thing we're concerned about is how much we are getting per share. So every month, AGNC will, if whatever you have, however many shares you have invested in AGNC, they will give you 12 cents per share, and that's free. That's just for investing in the company. That's it. So every month, however many shares you have, here's 12 cents a share. So if you had, so obviously if you had 100 shares, you would get $12 that month. And then, like I said, you can decide to just keep that $12, or you can just continue to reinvest it, and you watch this this pattern. It's just like this snowball effect of it just continuously growing and growing and growing, if it is reinvested. But okay, let's get down to it now. So this is the way of of how we would put in a very short-term investment and get a decent amount of money back. So typically, AGNC pays their dividends on the 9th or the 10th. So, but they usually let you know a little bit less than 2 weeks before that of when they are going to show you how much they're going to give you. So like on Robinhood, it came up, I think it actually did show up on the 30th, and it said, which was yesterday, and said this is how much you're going to make on December 9th. So that's why we want to do it at least 2 weeks before they're actually going to pay. So you put however much you want to invest. So it's a little late now for AGNC, but we can go over to another one like ORC, which is another company that pays monthly dividends. So they are going to pay out a dividend on December 29th. Okay, so it's December 1st. So what we would do is invest however much we want to invest on December 15th is when we would, roughly December 15th, I would say, to be safe, maybe give yourself even 3 weeks. But so 2 weeks at the least is when you would invest, 3 weeks at the most, and then you would get paid on, so then you would get basically almost 7 cents a share for however many shares you purchase. So ORC is a little, or what is this? Yeah, ORC is a little bit less expensive than AGNC, but AGNC just offers almost twice the amount per share. So that's really as simple as it gets. Is we just invest in any company that has a dividend. We invest 2 weeks minimum, or so 2 to 3 weeks prior to when they're going to pay out. And you look at that by looking at their previous payouts. So like we saw, AGNC is the 9th, typically the 9th or 10th of the month is when they pay out. So it would be too late now to get anything by December 9th. So I'm just going to show you this real quick, little simple Excel sheet. So let's just say, like I said, we're past the date of getting any money on December 9th from AGNC. So whatever money that we invest now, or it would be, would go for AGNC, you would go invest it around December 26th. That's when you would invest it. So 2 to 3 weeks prior to when they pay out. So you put in that amount of, however many shares you want to buy. Obviously you might not have enough for 1,000 shares, but if you did have 1,000 shares, then that means that basically you would make $120, and then the next month you would make $134. The next month you would make $100. This is if you kept it going. So if you just did this one time, made $120, and then you could just leave. But all together, if you kept going throughout the entire year, you can actually make, from your initial investment and never touching it again, could make almost $2,500, if not more. And this is the same thing with ORC. Your initial investment of 1,000 shares would give you $62.50, the first month. But like I said, if you have it on auto reinvestment, it's just going to keep going and going and going and going. So possibly getting over the $2,000 mark with that. So it's really that simple. That's why I really do like auto. I do like auto investments. Just reinvesting back into companies. So, but you can actually get to a point where you can actually just keep the dividends that you're getting. Say you do have a substantial amount invested in a company, you can basically just uncheck that box or whatever it is that you do not want to receive the dividends. I love when every time I do a video, I swear there's some sort of interruption. So someone just decided to send a fax. They're like, oh, Paul's making a video, let's send a fax. But anyway, the long story short of this is once again, to reiterate, invest 2 to 3 weeks before a company pays out their dividend. So, and that's a that's a pretty quick way of making some decent cash. And you can do that not just for monthly stocks, but also for a company like Sunoco. So typically, if a company does offer a dividend, it's typically like how a bank would do, how they pay it every quarter, so every 3 months. So what we're looking at here is basically a year chart of Sunoco, and they pay every 3 months. And just so all the ones I'm showing you right now, AGNC, ORC, Prospect Capital, and Sunoco, these are all very, very stable stocks, and that's what we want. We do not want stocks that are going all over the place, because the biggest thing that we're interested in is the dividend. That's it. So let's see when Sunoco pays out, because they pay out every 3 months. And you can do like a simple Google search, and whatever company it is, you can just type in, say, Sunoco dividend payout, and then the NASDAQ page will show up. So we see that the last time, so they pay every 3 months here. So they paid it out in August, and they paid a dividend out in November. So that means that means the next one will be based around February 19th. That seems to be the trend here. So since they're paying out February 19th, I would probably invest in it. I'd probably invest more into it around February 1st. And then I would get 82, almost 83 cents per share of whatever I have in however many shares I purchased from Sunoco. 83 cents per share, which is unbelievable. So their dividend yield for Sunoco was 11.46. Blows any savings account out of the water. Now this is a monthly dividend of 13%. Prospect Capital, again, ORC pays 14.23, and AGNC's dividend yields about 9.25, but the amount they pay per share is more. So AGNC is monthly, ORC is monthly, and PSEC is monthly. Sunoco is every quarter, but these four up here are very, very stable stocks that do not move too much and offer a very, very high dividend yield. So all we have to do is just invest 2 to 3 weeks before their payout, and then from there, like I said, you can decide to keep that dividend that you made, and then you can just cash out. You can sell all of your shares, and you're not going to lose anything, because these are very stable stocks. Or you can just decide to keep reinvesting it into the company, or you can decide to reinvest that money into another stock, whatever you want. But so that's really all I have for today. So look out, because we are actually approaching 7,000 subscribers soon. So it's December 1st. So we are at 6,918. Once we hit 7,000, I am doing another Amazon gift card giveaway. So the total amount will be between $100 and $200. So I'm just trying to think if I want to have just one winner, or have one winner, or have multiples of winners. So we'll see. But either way, there will be a giveaway once we do hit 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys have any questions about this, please leave a comment, and I'll try. I'll do my best to answer you as quick as I can. And I have a referral link down in the description for Robinhood. I highly recommend using Robinhood to buy stocks, just because there are absolutely no fees whatsoever. Nothing. No fees at all for trading, for selling, for anything. You are perfectly fine, and it's actually it's extremely easy to use. So, but with that, I hope you paid attention. I hope you can make some pretty quick money. You might have like a 2 to 3 week tops is how long you would have to wait to actually get that money. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it with these stable companies. So, but that's all I have for today. So, thank you very much for watching. Check out use the referral link in the description so you do get a free stock, and then also check out our random merchandise that we have. So, but yep, that's all I have for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.